Hey, I'd like to thank Police Activity for the use of the video. Please go to their YouTube channel and check out their pursuits. They have a lot of great pursuits, a lot of great videos on there. So go give them a shout out, subscribe to them, give them a thumbs up as well. Just again, want to thank them so much. Hey, I want to welcome you back to 12 Reacts. Today, we've got a really good video that we're going to watch. Now, before we watch this video, let me first give a disclaimer. This is one of those that when you watch it all the way through. This is not one that you stop and talk about, okay? So I want to give you all that. We're going to watch it all the way through. And after we've watched it all the way through, we're going to come back and watch it again, except the second time I'm going to stop and start breaking things down for you. This is going to be for educational purposes. Maybe for some of you who are thinking about being police officers, maybe some of you are police officers. I'd love to hear what your comments are going to be in the comment section, but it's going to be important that we evaluate, but again, never meaning to second guess what a trooper or another officer does. So let's watch.
Get out of the car. Get out. Wait out. Get out of the car. No aceptan del luto, es mal dependente, son puros. Marihuanos, los callejones son puros. Wait. Get out of the car. Roll over right now.
Why?
Roll over. You're going to jail. Roll over. I'm going to pull the trigger.
Why?
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over on your stomach. Now. Roll over.
I feel like why?
Roll over.
Wait.
Roll over on your stomach. Roll over on your stomach.
Okay, I'm done.
Roll over.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Roll over.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Roll over.
I'm
Roll over.
okay.
stomach. Roll
Why
over.
you only one?
You're going to jail.
No, why? Why? I'm doing nothing. I'm going to my house.
Roll over. Roll over.
I'm going to my house.
Roll over.
I'm going to my house. I'm going to my house. Everything. No. Why? I need the photo. Why? 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 What is it? Why? I need to go. I want to say why. I want to say why. Why? I need to my home. I need to my home.
Give me that taser now.
No. Because I need to my home.
Stop. Move, man, move. Move. I'm going to shoot you.
I'm not.
Stop. Shots fired. Get on your back. Get on your back. Roll over. Give me your hands.
Looks like they're pretty far out. They haven't passed their alley yet. They're running around from the Monday area.
Get him. Why? Why? I got this hand.
Okay, as you can see, that was a pretty intense traffic stop. All right. So let's go back and take a look at a couple of things. And again, we're not going to second guess what the trooper has done, but we want to look and see if there are some ways in which we could have done things a little differently. Listen, when you're in the situation, your adrenaline is up. You know, number one, you have a car that you believe is trying to leave you, trying to get away from you. You may think you're in a pursuit. So you have a lot of things that are going on in your mind, a lot of things you're trying to process in your mind. So again, we never want to go back and second guess what an officer has done, but for educational purposes, we're going to see if there was any kind of way in which that could have turned out a little differently. May not have been able to, but we're just going to discuss a couple of items that I think is pretty pertinent to this. Okay, as you can see, the subject passed her on the right and it's now gotten into the left lane. So she's catching up to him. I am going to be narrating on this one for sake of understanding. Okay, now if this was you, would you consider this to be a pursuit right now? You've had your lights, your sirens activated. Would you consider this to be a pursuit? Okay, press pause. At this moment right here, what would you do if you were the officer? Okay, what would you do? And ask yourself, was this justified as a pursuit? I'm going to tell you my opinion. I think it was a pursuit in the beginning, and then the subject decided to go ahead and pull over. So yes, it could be termed and could be deemed as a pursuit in the officer's eyes. He should have just pulled over into the left-hand emergency lane if he was already in the emergency lane, okay? All right, now, my next question to you is this. Look at the approach to the car. What would you do? You have a couple of options, all right? The first option is you can do exactly what she did. Okay, she walked directly up to the car, opened up the door, got in there, started pulling him out. She took the keys from him, tossed him over to the side. I believe the report said that he had his hand on the gear shift and she was thinking that he was going to flee. So, what would you do at this point? Would you walk up to the car, open the door, pull him out? Let me give you another option. Option number 2. Would you observe him for a second or two? Would you just watch and see what he's going to do? Maybe he's going to take off and flee on you. Maybe he's watching you to see what you're going to do. Would you immediately get out of the car and walk up to the car, or would you watch him? Okay, just something to think about. Let's continue. Okay. Now there is something, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but if you watch a lot of pursuits, you should know what you're seeing. Or if you watch a lot of city police officers and things like that, you should know what you're seeing. They normally do something when they walk up towards the back of the vehicle. Okay, just remember that. If you haven't ever paid attention, I'm not going to tell you what it's for. I'm not going to do that at all. But watch a police officer when they walk up to the back of a car. Okay, so we noticed that she just walked straight to the door of the car. And I want you to remember how she walked up to the car. Was she observant of him? Just something to think about. Here we go.
Get out of the car. Get out. Get out. Get out of the car.
Okay, so she has pulled out the taser and she's tasering him right now. Okay, I told you I was going to stop. I'm going to ask you some questions during this time. Okay, so is there another option to walking up to him and having communication with him? That's the way that she chose to do it. I'm going to explain to you another way in which you can do this as well. All right. So you can approach the vehicle, walk up to the side of the door. You can either walk up to the right or to the left, And you could basically just stand behind the door and ask him for his driver's license. When you ask him for his driver's license, you're going to have an idea where his mind frame is. If he pulls out a driver's license and hands it to you, that means he's cooperating with you. Okay, so there's another way in which you can interact with this person. You can ask him where he's going. If he tells you where he's going, you're seeing there's another way that you can interact. And not only that, it actually will buy you time for other units to get there. See, when you're a trooper, a lot of times you are by yourself. And so others will start moving towards you if they hear that you're in a pursuit, which I'm sure she called out on the radio. When they hear that, they'll start moving into your direction. But again, walking up to the car, stopping before you get to the door, asking for driver's license. Hey, tell me why you were going so fast. Hey, why did it take you so long to pull over? These are questions that you're fact gathering at that time so that you don't possibly have to go straight to an escalation. You can possibly de-escalate. Okay. But again, this is how she approached it. And this is her call. This is her stop. So we see now she's in a tussle.
Get out of the car.
Okay, he's still getting tased. So this is about her second time popping him with the taser. This is the third time.
Roll over. Roll over right now.
Why?
Roll over. You're going to jail. Roll over. I'm going to pull the trigger.
Why?
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over on your
Okay, so
stomach.
that's about the fourth time.
Roll over.
I feel like why?
Roll over.
Why?
Roll over on your stomach.
That's about the fifth time.
On the stomach.
Okay, I'm done.
Roll over.
And he's not doing what she's saying do. She has every right to get control of that situation.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Number 6, he's still not complying with her.
Okay.
Number 7. Number 8. He's still not complying. Okay, so at this time right here, you see there's a pause. She's catching her breath. She's probably regrouping. She's probably thinking about what she should do next. Okay, so at this point right here, for you all, let me give you all another option at this point. So we see the taser is having somewhat of an effect on them, but it's not having the effect that you really want. Okay, so now it's probably about time to escalate. Okay, so you have other tools on your belt. I believe that they still use OC spray, such as pepper spray at this time. Okay, so you want to use that OC spray to distract him. If you light him up in his eyes with that OC spray, now he has another problem going for him. If he's not, some people are not sensitive to OC spray or pepper spray. So you spray him in his eyes with the pepper spray. Okay, you back up, spray him in the eyes with the pepper spray. Now all he's going to do is focus on his eyes burning. Okay, and he's focusing on his eyes burning. He's going to be wanting to grab his eyes because the stuff actually hurts. Okay, it will take your breath away. So he's going to be focusing on that, which buys you a little time to get yourself regrouped and start to affect another way. Okay, so now his attention is going to be divided. So either you're going to pop him with that taser again and his eyes are burning. You're going to say, if you want this to stop, I suggest you roll over onto your stomach, and then you go from there. But this subject was inebriated, meaning he was intoxicated, and he also had marijuana in his system. He had cannabinoids in his system as well. So again, we don't know how much that would play into him not feeling the pain of that OC spray, but you always try to up the ante a little bit when you see that it's not working. And she's doing a good job. She's not getting up and running away from the situation. She's staying in there and hanging right in. So let's keep going.
I'm saying nothing.
Go to jail. Roll over.
Huh?
Roll over on your stomach.
I'm saying what?
Roll over on your stomach. Roll
Why
over.
you only going?
You're going to jail.
Have to stop again. If you have somebody fighting you on the ground like that and they're asking you where they're going, you want to give them a little bit of information, such as you're under arrest, or you want to say something to the fact of, you let me get you cuffed and I'll tell you what's going on. Again, but where this guy's at, he's high and he's intoxicated, may not have even worked. But when you tell them that they're going to jail, that's going to give them a reason to fight. Okay, so normally we would try to leave the word jail out of it, because normally the word jail will escalate the situation. But again, she's in there. She's trying to do what she thinks is best for her to do. Okay, let's keep going.
Why? I'm doing nothing. I'm going to my house.
Roll over. Roll over.
I'm going to my house.
Roll over.
So we know he knows a little bit of English. He says, why? And then I'm going to my house. So he does understand English. Okay, that's about, I believe that's number 8.
Why? I need to put you. Why?
Okay, there he goes with the taser. Listen, when he had that taser in his hand, let me make this very clear. When he had that taser in his hand, she was justified to shoot him, because you don't let them have anything that's going to incapacitate you. Okay, so you never allow somebody else to get a tool off of your belt that can possibly incapacitate you. So you always stay one step above that person. All right, so he just escalated the scene right there when he grabbed hold of that taser and took it from her.
I want to think why. Why? I took my home. I took my home.
Okay, now we have the introductory of an innocent bystander. What do? Do you tell them to get away, or do you let them help? I'm going to be the first one to tell you, if you can get some help, get some help. There are many truck drivers who pull over in the middle of the night when they see a police officer, a trooper, tussling with somebody on the side of the highway. And when you hear those air brakes lock up on those trucks and you hear, tss, you know you've got some help coming, because sometimes you're just so tired. You know you need help. And when you hear those people coming to help you, you're very appreciative of their help. And you actually build relationships with those people also. Let's keep going.
Give me that taser now.
No. Because I took my home.
As you can see, the bystander is trying to help her. Okay, shot just went off.
Shots fired. Get on your back. Get on your back. Roll over.
Okay, now Listen to her breathing. She's tired. She's worn out. She's exhausted. She's out of breath. And let me say this, and ladies, I don't want you to get upset with me, but she's wrestling a man, okay? She's tired. She's out of breath. And when that happens, when you're tired and out of breath and you even think that you're possibly going to pass out because you're just so exhausted, that qualifies you to be able to shoot someone. What happens if you pass out? What happens to your life? So she's had several situations that she has taken advantage of, which was good for her, in which she went ahead and pulled that weapon because she was tired of fighting. Okay. So she was reaching that point of exhaustion. As you can see that it did graze him, did not enter his head. It did graze his temple. Look at her. She's worn out. She knows that there's help coming. They should be there very shortly. She knows that.
Give me your hands.
Yeah, well, it looks like they're pretty far out. They haven't passed the highway yet.
She's exhausted.
They're moving around from the Monday area.
Away. Away. I got this hand.
Okay, so you see that he's taken to the hospital. All right, so that was a tough thing to watch. To the sister officers out there, hey, it's tough. It really is. It's tough fighting a man, no doubt about it. But she held on. She didn't give up at any time. She didn't get up off the ground and, just run away or run back into her car. She stayed in the tussle the whole time, and I salute her for that. And again, there was a time that she was justified to shoot him, and she didn't. So again, you have to give props off to her for not giving up and for staying in the fight until her help got there. So I hope you all see that it is a tough situation. There's a lot of ways in which you can handle situations that you go into, but the one that you react with, that's just what you've got to go with. And anybody can come back later on and watch a video and say, maybe we could have done this. Maybe we could have done that. Look, that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is that from that scene, you're able to go home and you're able to go home unhurt. So, hey, my salutes off to her. And once again, would like to thank Police Activity for allowing us to use their video. Hey, please, once again, go to their site, subscribe to them, and you can actually see the whole video footage on their page as well. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me. I hope you got something out of this. All right. You all take care. Bye-bye.